Hey, this is Panda Mimi. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna look at this Super Console X stick. Let's get started. So what is a Super Console X stick? If you have seen the previous video about its sibling Super Console X, then you should know that Super Console X stick is also a pick up and play console when plugged into a television. But this stick with a 64GB microSD card costs $20 more than Super Console X on AliExpress. So what makes it different? I guess the first upgrade of it over the console should be the chipset. Super Console X stick is going to run on Amlogic S905X. It is powered by a quad-core 64-bit ARM Cortex-A53 processor with 1.5 GHz frequency. It's said the S905X is more powerful than the processor of Super Console X. We'll check if the processor can provide a faster performance later. The graphics are powered by ARM Mali 450, whilst it's a pity that the graphics are not as good as Super Console X. The console will be running at Amlogic 3.9 version, and it supports most emulators up to 50 or more. It comes with 30,000 games, which let you play games out of the box. More importantly, this stick supports a 4K HDMI output. My television doesn't feature a 4K output port, so I can't tell how does a 4K output look. Alright, we'll start up an emulator. As I mentioned, it comes with 30,000 games, but if you want more, then you can have a 128 or 256GB edition. For me, 64GB is fairly enough. The frame rate shows on the display. It should run most emulators smoothly without issue, but it's very frustrating that gamepads are flooded with hard delay. I remember this is the common problem that is always existing on King Hack's products, as well as Super Console X. Another disappointment is a black screen showed in Nintendo 64 emulator. It doesn't work, it doesn't have an image on the screen. I think the device is somewhat difficult to figure out for me. Never mind, we just skip over it. Mapping conflict problem could be found on the DC emulator. I have configured the gamepad, and I think it may be my fault. If you guys know how to solve the issue, please do let me know and leave comments below the video. actually do enjoy emulating those older emulators on television for getting a bigger image and more saturated color. The upgraded chip doesn't feel anything new during my gameplay. I mean, the running performance is going to be the same as the Super Console X, and I think the latter is better. So why did I choose the expensive one? Overall, the stick doesn't have an obvious quality issue, but it's not super awesome for me. Let's go back to the question, is it worth the cost? Honestly, my answer is no. But I know that there are many people like these all emulators in one unit. Okay, this concludes the video for today. See you next time.